Hey everyone, Anders here with another Black Desert video. Today we are going to take a look at the Global Labs patch from this week. First, we have some changes to classes. I'll go over the exact number when we get these on live servers in Korea on Tuesday. Last two times, they have made some pretty major corrections or changes last minute, so it's better to wait till we see the final numbers next week. I'll have a full breakdown and links to the spreadsheets in case you want to go over them after Tuesday's video. Magic Lighthouse for Witch and Wizard has been changed, and now Magic Lighthouse boosts max MP and MP recovery. It's become a passive and had a name change. They've also buffed PvE damage for both classes to hopefully help them in future grind spots. Rangers saw some cooldown reductions on some skills, some Rabam animation and effect changes as well. Awakening Mewa also saw some cooldown reduction and changes to a lot of their skills, as well as some PvE damage increase. Succession Mystic received HP on hit buffs for skills like Prime Fist Fury, Prime Deep Sea Burial, Prime Wave Orb, and Prime Rage Hammer. It also had some cooldown reduction, self buff added to Prime Somersault, and some PvE damage increases to skills. Guardian's Foretold Encounter lost the accuracy self buff, but it's now built in to basically all her skills. And you also have some PvE damage increase, and the passive buff was changed for Succession. It used to be a 10% crit rate buff that's been replaced with damage increase plus 5 or 5%. Won't really know what that is for sure till Tuesday. And lastly, Hashashin had just one change for both Prime and Absolute versions of Al's Dominion. He can no longer use that skill during cooldown. For hardcore server, History of Ruins has been opened, new elites have been added, and all elites will now have new icons for them. Field bosses now have more health, but also give better rewards, and there is now a higher chance for rare drops in Akhman, Pila Ku, and Gahad's grind spots. For Orzakea, the grind spot monsters are now categorized under Odalita instead of Valencia. Several mechanics within the dungeon will now either fail if not done correctly, or for example, if not all members in your party are doing the mechanic correctly, it will also fail. And some mechanics have now been changed to function correctly depending on the boss and the situation. For PvP, they have increased the gear stat limits for lower tier node wars. They've updated the stat limits for tier 2 node war and conquest war to reflect gear score inflation. For tier 1 node wars, they're keeping the current limits, so players with lower stats can still dive into node wars early in their playtime. And with these changes, node wars will now have new nodes to fight for, and the tiers set for each territory will be adjusted. For UI changes related to fishing, we can now see prices for fish you own directly through the UI. They say with so many players enjoying fishing lately, they were getting a lot of feedback about wanting an easier way to check fish prices while trading. Given the wide variety of fish available, finding and verifying the price of the fish you actually own was pretty tedious. In response, they've added a new feature that lets you instantly view the market prices for the trade goods you currently own on the quotation board. It's a very big change that should save you some time when you do go to sell your fish every day. Lastly, guild missions for life skills have been improved to show you what type of mission it is, and the missions will now more correctly display for you depending on your guild size. That's all for the updates in this Global Labs patch. Short and sweet, I think, but I'll go over the numbers and update you on the full breakdown of class damage changes on Tuesday. Let me know your thoughts on the changes to hardcore server, node wars, and the quality of life changes for fishing. What classes do you think need more changes for next week? And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.